Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Thursday, June 25th, 2026. Let's take a look at the charts. I will start with this one. No, I'm going to start with this one. Channel support, 361.67. We're in reach of that. I don't know about today, but over the next day or two, it is really the base of support that begins with, on the daily chart, 371.96, a narrowing zone. 371.96 is, of course, dropping daily, and, of course, 361.67 is rising weekly. And so the two combine to form what is now roughly a $10 range that will continue to narrow through time, can absorb selling through July. And from here, we can round up, I'm going to say within 3 to 5 weeks, test the 442.45 descending channel top. This wedge is significant. I do think that if we close outside of it, it does basically present to us what the directional framework is, or the bias, not only through July, but really through the rest of the year. I can give you the price points that if we were to close the week tomorrow below 361.67, it is a go short or get out of the market entirely strategy. Expecting within, this could be within 2 to 3 weeks, 312.25. But over the next 3 to 5 months, by the end of the year, 226.49 would be expected, with a settlement below 361.67. And just, you should know also there is a 1% violation of that level, and we will present that to you tomorrow in Friday's letter because it's significant on the weekly chart on a Friday. It'll be 3.6 and change minus 361. It'll be like 358, 357 and change. We'll give that to you tomorrow, because if we close there or lower, in other words, if we close at the red line or lower, we do meet the qualifications necessary for eliciting a long-term sell signal. Once again, by the end of July, 312.25 likely, and by the end of the year or sooner, 226.49. But until then, this is bottom-picking territory, and it's preceded by 371.76. Working our way up today, where are you? There you are. Just very simply, yesterday's high of 384.58. Now, there are other elements here I could go into, but we're just keeping it simple. And I do think that is a valid pivot point as we move through the rest of the week and into next. In other words, if we can close above 384.58, 412.38 is likely within 3 to 5 days, by the end of next week at the latest. So 384.58, yesterday's high, has pivot point qualities. And as we continue moving through time, and if we continue to put out new lows, then this will change, of course. The only thing significant right now about 384.58 is it is the high of the low since that high was put out in May. And so one of two things could happen. We could trade up from here on Thursday, close above 384.58. You'll have a settlement above the high of the low that also, is above this low area. There's just a few things going on here. Closing above 384.58 by the end of next week or sooner, 412.38 is likely. So there's a 3 to 5 day swing trade to the upside. We could also break to a new low today, and if we then rally late in the day, close above 384.58, we have an even more meaningful show of strength through the rest of the week, and that is the key reversal low. And under that scenario, once again, 412.38 likely within 3 to 5 days.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVDA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Start your 2-week free trial and trade with clarity from day one.
The upside is very stair-step right now, and you can see that. You've got 412.38 closing above it, 427.63. I don't see any of these as the trend-defining element, as is 442.45, this level here, which is this descending channel top on the weekly chart, contained essentially the buying pressures a month and a half ago, and we're still in this wedge. And if we can, over the next few weeks, close above 442.45, we've got a good low through the rest of the year, 498.83, that December high likely within 3 to 5 weeks, and within 3 to 5 months, 544.52, but we are nowhere near near that right now. Where we are is testing meaningful support. This is an area that can contain selling. Really, well, it depends on which one we're talking about. 371.96 through next week and into later July, and 361.67, as I've already said, possibly through the entire third quarter. And from here, we can round up to 412.38 over the next week or two, and quite possibly all the way back to 442.45 over the next roughly 3 to 5 weeks. If we close today above 384.58, it looks pretty good in terms of anticipating 412.38 within about 3 to 5 days, where profits can be taken on a 3 to 5 day swing trade. Until then, holding below 84.58 will keep this market destined to continue testing this meaningful support that begins at 371.96 and ends at 361.67. I'm going to leave it at that for Thursday's Daily Tesla Report, and you have a great day.